Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your lead Scentsy consultant. So today I have for you the very last in our 8-part series about my top 10 of all time. And as I was doing the traditional 7 categories that are in our Scentsy catalogs, I started to realize some of these just don't categorize very well. Even a few of them were in categories that Scentsy said blah, blah, blah about them. And I thought, I don't really agree with that because it's got too much of a split personality, or people have always told me this is what they smell in that bar. And I also have a few here that are just plain different as far as me not melting them a lot. But when I do melt them, they're pretty extraordinary. So I have a top 10 of like weird or uncategorizable, and then another 10 of just bars I wanted to talk about that I really haven't yet in this series. So let's get started with what I think is the most difficult to categorize bar because of its complexity that Scentsy has ever made in my experience, and that is the mysterious Southern Evening. Now probably you would say this is a cologne bar, but it's not really a woods bar, and it's not really a floral bar, and it's not really a fruity bar, and it has all of these things going on in it. This has geranium. This has this fruity quality. I believe it has some lavender, and it's definitely got musk. It is right smack dab in between masculine and feminine. It smells a decent amount like bow ties and bourbon from Bath & Body Works, but this is sweeter. And this thing changes over the course of 3 days. It smells different every single day. I threw it into my quarterly club, my bi-monthly club a while ago, just kind of on a whim, and I cannot get enough of it. So Southern Evening gets my top honor for strangest combination of notes that has produced a bar that I go back to again and again as I melt it. I love it kind of a bar. And then number 2 is probably the strangest grouping of scents that Scentsy has ever made, and that is the very odd apple s'mores. Now, there is a following for this bar. I like it a lot. I love to melt it in September. This is so weird. There is coconut milk, graham crackers, marshmallows, and apples in here, and maybe even some vanilla. I don't remember. It is, and cedar. And cedar. That is the thing that puts it over the top, is the cedar in this bar. I mean, who came up with that concoction? Was it just all the scent note oils that were left over and they threw them all together and decided apple and cedar and coconut milk and graham crackers and marshmallows all went together? I don't know, but it's really good. So it is a strange bar, and some people cannot stand it, but I really, really like it, and it always makes me think of early autumn. Now, the next one, I don't know if these two came out the same catalog season. Let me know if you know. When did Apple S'mores come out, and what did it come out with? Because the beautiful Autumn Blaze Maple, which we just got back and bring back my bar, and it's safely in my club now, it isn't quite as odd as Apple S'mores, but it's got some weird notes in it too. So this one has like a maple wood. It's got maple. It's got pumpkins. It's got spice. It's got syrupiness. I love this. I'm addicted to this. I feel like this is the grandfather of maple apple bourbon, which is stronger and more distinct. This is softer and more blended. I absolutely love this bar, but it is a strange one. And a lot of people, I think that they're very surprised by it when they get it in the warmer. It's really, really nice though. Okay, the next one that is gorgeous, but I feel like it's very uncategorizable right now. A long time ago, we used to have a romance category, and I think it fit there very well, and that is the gorgeous sultry French kiss. This is coconut pulp and fig and caramel, and it is musky, it is sultry, it is deep and sweet. I love it. Oh, it's good. It is so good, you guys. And I do not have this in my club anymore. I have a stack, and mine I need to use up because they're getting very oily. Very, very nice bar. It's subtle. Now, the next one, the category that they had this in, if I remember it, was fruity, and I just didn't agree with that. Homestead Holiday is a beautiful Christmas bar. We lost this last fall winter. It's in my quarterly club. And this is not a weird bar in the sense that it's got odd notes. It just has an interesting combination of notes. So it's got fir needle, it's got cinnamon stick, and I believe this is the one that has blood orange. And it is one that doesn't smell the same as that grouping of notes in your mind, what you think it's going to be. It's amazing. It's extremely hearth and home holiday, and I'm so glad that I still have this in my club. The next one is not an odd bar at all, but it doesn't fit any category that we have because it's not spice, It's not floral. It's definitely not fresh. It's not fruity. And that is the very simple Simply Vanilla, which is such a great bar. I had to put it somewhere. And this is just floral vanilla. So I guess if you would count the vanilla orchid that produces the bean that creates this as a floral, Simply Vanilla should be classified as floral. But I just wasn't really sure where to put it, and I had to mention it. It is the nicest simple white t-shirt or white button-down shirt type scent that we've got. It goes with everything, and it is fantastic. The next one, they say goes in fruity, and I understand why, because technically an avocado is a fruit, but sea salt and avocado is one weird bar. And we just had it retire so you can get it as a Brick and Scentsy Club. But it's so good. It is one of those bars that you hear the name sea salt and avocado and you don't think you want that in your house. It's creamy. It's got Valencia orange and salt too. Ooh, this would be really, really good with the new mango matcha and alternate warmers. I'm going to be trying that. Oh, it's so good, you guys. So if you can get your hands on the Brick or other products that maybe would pop up in a flash sale or a clearance sale, really try sea salt and avocado if you're scared of it. It's very nice. So then the next one is one I want to see back in Bring Back My Bar. I don't even know the notes in this because it's quite old. This is Rio Beach. This is good, you guys. I like this so much better than the one that's just plain called Beach. And if you get them mixed up, Beach is heavy on the papaya, and to me it's funky. We're actually getting that back this summer for Bring Back My Bar. Rio Beach. It's got to have tonka bean in here. This is creamy. Oh, suntanny, like South American, so good. This bar is incredible. But it doesn't really categorize very well. I don't know where it belongs, but it's fabulous. This is really, really good with White Sands, which is much more gentle. But this is my last bar of Rio Beach. We have to get this back at some point, you guys, which is why I wanted to put it in here. It's so good. Anyway, that is from a long time ago. Next is one that was in our bricks this last fall winter. I really like Winter's Eve. It is a masculine smell. I know it would go in the woods. I'm not saying it's uncategorizable. But it's kind of an odd bar to discern what is going on in this thing. It's really good, though, and I love mixing this with iced pine. And it's something that, I know it's got bergamot, it's got like wintry woods, it's got a little bit of evergreen, but it's just a bar that's kind of hard to figure out. And I still have it in my quarterly. I don't know how long I'll keep it there because I've also got half a brick to work through, but it's fascinating to me. And it's subtle and complex as a masculine woodsy. Really, really nice bar. I wanted to mention it. Then the next one is a bar that people are very divided on. You either love or hate Vanilla Blackberry. Some people call it the marijuana bar. Some people, I don't really get that. Some people get this beautiful, sharp, tangy blackberry and vanilla and cedar combo, which is what I get. I really like it. It's not in my top 10 of all time, which is why it's in this group, but it's good. It's really good. This is a favorite of Linda H. Oh, and I found out that my favorite way to do this is in alternate warmers with vanilla waves. It's so good. If you have a bar of this and you find it a little bit overwhelming, do that with the vanilla waves. It's perfect. So I would love to get a couple more bars of this in a flash sale if it pops up, but not something I would be clubbing ever again, but it's good. And it's unique. It's really, really unique. So now the rest of these are not so much weird as they are just, they're unique. They're bars that don't have a copy. So the first one we had in Bring Back My Bar last summer, and that is the beautiful pineapple coconut vanilla. When I first got my Bring Back My Bar kit, I thought, I don't know if I'm going to like this bar. And it grew on me, and I melted it, and it grew on me, and I melted it, and it grew on me more. This is so strange. It's got vanilla, it's got pineapple, it's got coconut, and then it has fig. And the fig is the thing that sort of makes the record scratch and stop. But it's so good, and it's addictive. We had this in body care and in different products for a long time. Oh, it's good, you guys. There's this creaminess where French Kiss is the winter version of a fig scent. This one's summery. Really, really good. Very addictive bar. Pineapple, coconut, vanilla. Now, the next one we just had in Bring Back My Bar. And again, I'm not saying this is a truly weird bar, but it's unique. And that is the beautiful Woodland Suede. This one was very popular. This is in my quarterly. And this is a fascinating bar. A lot of these, you keep sniffing them because the blend is different than typical. So it's got a woodsiness, it's got a suediness, It's got depth. It has a little bit of wateriness. It's got a moss in here. Oh, it's good. Anyway, so this is one I'm going to be holding on to and probably not really melting until early fall, but I am really looking forward to experiencing more of this bar. The next one is an ancient formula and my very first literary melting basket, and I'm really trying to figure out what I want to do next. I'll get another one up sometime this year. This was my scent for the character of Rachel Lynde, and that is cashmere, not to be confused with any of our other cashmere scents. This is just cashmere. This is such an old lady smell, but it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so good. It's a little bit funky when you open the clam. A little bit like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. You put it in the warmer, and there's Lily of the Valley in here with all that musk. Oh, it's so good, you guys. And it's kind of like getting to know Rachel Lynde. At first, you're really off-put, and then you find out she's got a heart of gold underneath all her prickles. So that's why I always put this with that particular character. Next is another beautiful bar that is just complex. It's not weird in an off-putting way. It's beautiful and it's unique. And that is Blonde Wood and Moonflower. This has, I think, lily and rose and beautiful summer blonde woods. It's gorgeous. Oh, it's so good. It's warm and floral and woody, which is hard to come by. I always think Scandinavian furniture store when I smell this. It's so classy. Love Blonde Wood and Moonflower. The next one we just had in our Bring Back My Bar, and it's unique because it's the only one that smells like this in my experience with Scentsy, and that is Flower Shop. It is the florist's cooler of greens with some classic red roses in that green tissue paper. It's gorgeous, and everybody in my household loves this. It makes the house smell super fresh and clean, but not in like a green succulent or green bamboo. It's floral, but yet it's all greenery, which I think makes it very unique. So good. And so then my last stack, these are all sweet bars, and these are bars I never talk about. So, and then I wanted to throw sugar in there too, but my clam of sugar is completely beat up and almost dead. So I need more sugar. We need to get that voted back. That is lemon drops and cotton candy. There are a lot of people that must still have that in their club because I hear about it a lot on YouTube, and it's really, really, really good. I just am almost out. So next is a really weird bar, and I had to look up the notes because I couldn't remember a thing about this. Some people absolutely love this, my younger daughter included, and that is Rainbows and Butterflies, which to me, this is like the tween bar. This is pineapple. It's a strawberry that's almost green and vanilla citrus. It's so weird. It's sharp, it's tart, it's sassy, it's sweet, all at the same time. I like to melt this with coastal strawberry, which I didn't put in any of my videos. That's a really nice bar too, but I don't find it extremely different. It's pretty though. If you've never tried coastal strawberry, it kept popping up all year long in LTO weird stuff last year. That is good, and it's really good with this. Anyway, but this one I thought deserved an honorable mention stack for oddballs. Rainbows and Butterflies, the bar of the tweens. Next is one that is elegant and a classic, a Scentsy classic, and I wish we had a confectionery category in our catalog. Something like the new Sugar Blossom belongs in that rather than bakery, and that is Pink Haze. I mean, how can you not talk about Pink Haze? This is a classy, classic Scentsy bar. It's so much stronger than you think it's going to be, and it lasts forever. It is marshmallow fondant, nectarine, and berries. It is so good. But it doesn't really categorize very well, and all the bars get so weird and discolored after you've had them for a while. But oh man, you just want to float around on a marshmallow cloud. This is the best one Scentsy has made. So good. Then we have another confectionery sassy bar, and that is the dearly departed Pink Sugarberry Mint. This is where Rainbows and Butterflies to me is a little bit younger. This is like your 16-year-old sassy, just got her driver's license and is riding around in daddy's convertible kind of a smell. It's so in your face and sweet and sassy. It's mint, it's berries, I think raspberry, and cotton candy. But the mint cuts the sweetness just enough. It is an addictive bar and very good, and people were really, really sad that it retired this year. Then the next one is a bar that I just filmed a haul about this bar. I only crave this a couple times a year, and that is Rainbow Sherbet. There's nothing odd about it. It's just different. There isn't anything else like it. It is beautiful key lime. We need to take that key lime note and make a key lime pie bar Scentsy with a graham cracker bottom and that wonderful whipped cream top and that awesome tart key lime curd in the middle. You have the scent note. You just need to do more with it. Oh man, this though is rainbow sherbet with key lime zest all over it. It's so good. And it's a powerhouse and it's strong, but I just don't melt it very much. So I wanted to include it here. And then last but not least, bringing up the rear, out of all the bars we've talked about, is one that I'm really, really happy was just in our Valentine's collection. And again, it's not odd that it's weird. It's just a very interesting combination of notes. It's a fruity floral, and I think that Scentsy has hit it out of the park with this, and that is the lovely Pink Sunshine. This is pear, pear, plum, and rose milk. And I cannot get enough of this thing. It is so elegant. It is so, I don't know, everything about this bar makes me happy. Put it back in my club, took it out, put it back in after I melted a couple more test bars. It's amazing. I don't know that everybody loves it because of the rose milk, but the plum and the pear make an apple smell. It smells a lot like apple press, but it's fruitier and lighter than that. It's incredible. So I wanted to bring up the rear with this. So that is the end of my 8-part series, the top 10 Scentsy bars of all time in my personal experience. Please put in your strangest bars that you love and very unusual bars, especially bars that we've never heard of before. Please put those in these comments, and you can go back and watch all 8 parts. They're all done with the same style of thumbnail with a circle with the bars in the middle. So we started with bakery, then I think we did citrus, and then what did we do next? We had, I did spice, and we did fresh, and we did fruity, and we did woods, and we did floral, just did the floral, and this is the last one. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I have to say I've gotten more positive comments about this series than anything I've invented in the last couple of years when I started YouTubing. It was a tremendous pleasure to read all of your comments and interact with you guys about this. So I am tired. It's been a lot of filming in the last couple weeks, but it's been totally worth it. Thank you. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet and this series brought you in, please let me know if you do choose to subscribe. It's an honor always to serve you guys. And some of these bars you can throw into a Scentsy Club if you don't have one. That is another thing that I do videos on, because Scentsy Club is why I can bring a lot of these unusual bars to you. Have a great day, guys, and I'm going to take a rest now. Bye-bye.